Overweight and overwhelmed, a majority of Detroiters are tipping the scale. Tonight, how the governor believes he can help with a plan to fight obesity and other problems across the state. The governor unveiled a big plan today to get Michigan on track when it comes to important health issues, and curbing obesity is at the top of his list.
Carolyn Clifford is here now to tell us what that plan is supposed to do for you and your family, and I assume getting healthier is a huge priority, Carolyn.
You know it is, Diana and Joanne. The Michigan Department of Community Health says 70% of Detroiters are obese or overweight, and Michigan as a whole is not much better, with 67% of adults overweight or obese. In fact, we are 8th in the nation with the obesity rate for adults, and more than 31%. That's why Governor Rick Snyder unveiled a plan today to get more people into wellness programs. He wants to keep track of the body mass indexes of children in our state. BMI is a measurement of weight to height. Overweight is defined as having a BMI of 25 to 29. Obesity is defined as 30 or more. Now, the governor also wants more help from the state's insurance companies to care for veterans in our state, pregnant women, and people with autism. Snyder introduced Michigan's 4x4 plan as well, which includes a healthy diet, exercise, getting an annual physical, and avoiding tobacco use altogether. And he wants new legislation passed by Thanksgiving that will allow customers and small businesses to make more efficient and better informed decisions about buying health insurance coverage in Michigan. The governor also wants to investigate how the state regulates Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, which insures 4.3 million people right here in Michigan. The Snyder administration has put together a brand new health dashboard to measure progress across the state. He also is urging local communities to identify their own local health priorities and to find ways to address them and evaluate their success. So we all need to get moving and get healthier, Joanne.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's certainly a big problem, Carolyn, and it looks like a big solution in his plan there. And Dr. Carl Karub of Beaumont Hospital is here now to give us his insight on the governor's proposal. There's a whole lot in there, Doctor, that you just heard. So first of all, I guess I just want to ask your overall thoughts on such a comprehensive plan.
Well, that's an excellent question. It's a step in the right direction, without question. This reminds me of the Kennedy Initiative back in the 60s when he wanted all the American kids to be fit. And he started these programs that are still extant today. I would like to have heard some mention of alcohol in this program, and making sure we have programs that would reduce the use of alcohol by the minors, because many of the kids that engage in drug use, marijuana use, and more risky drugs, and sexual behavior, it all begins with alcohol.
Interesting.
So I would have started with alcohol.
They talk about BMI, and the only controversy in that is that some people say, well, that doctors would have to report those numbers to the state, and they would keep track of it without names attached, by the way. So there wouldn't be names. There's not that private information being shared. But your thoughts on how important that is to kind of track that number, and can that make a difference? Because childhood obesity undoubtedly is a huge problem.
There's no question about it, and I don't want to be critical in any way. Obviously, if you asked 100 doctors, they'd have 100 different ways of doing this. Clearly, Michigan, 70% obesity rate among the kids. We are probably last in fitness, which is why we're obese. We're last in fitness in the nation. So Kennedy had it right. We need to get fit. All the other ducks will get in the row when the state is fit. The kids need to be fit. We need more gym class. We need more recreation. The schools need to get more involved with this. My parents never knew a thing about my fitness programs. It was all up to the school and the YMCA. I would like to see the schools get much more involved. Number one, alcohol. Number two, schools getting involved with fitness.
But sadly, with budget cuts, we all know in schools, right? I mean, gym time is being cut back. So I say, as a parent of 2 kids myself, that some of the onus has got to be on us as parents, that when they come home and want to play video games and want to watch TV, we play a huge role in that, in preventing that.
No question about it, but in this era with working moms and dads, who's supposed to oversee this fitness program for the kids? Maybe we could do some of the funding that Mr. Snyder is recommending and put that in the schools specifically for fitness programs like Kennedy did.
Yeah, well, it's a good idea. Certainly everyone needs to be on board. We all need to be a part of the process. Another interesting thing that I think would probably get a lot of parents' attention is this idea of insurance companies helping to pay for care for autism and disease, or on the autistic spectrum, Asperger's, I assume, and autism. It's such a growing problem. Does there need to be that insurance coverage, do you think, to help these families out who are dealing with such a horrible situation?
If we're supposed to be the leader of the free world, we should have the best insurance in the world. So there's no question. We should cover these people, these children, these families. They're desperate for help. We need to cover them from the beginning to the end. No question about it. In America, Here we have the 10th anniversary of 911, and we're like a 30th in the world in health. We should be first in the world.
Well, this is a step in the right direction, you
Correct,
believe.
yeah.
So we'll get there
Absolutely.
slowly but surely if we all take part, I guess. Dr. Carl Krug, thanks so much for your insights
Thank you,
tonight.
John.